So all the buzz I hear about this trailer is that it's straight propaganda, but that can't be true because propaganda is a conspiracy theory. Only conspiracy theorists talk about propaganda when it comes to entertainment. It doesn't exist. You're wrong. What up, y'all? So I hope y'all knew that was tongue-in-cheek before. Propaganda is definitely everywhere throughout our society at this point. You can't escape it, even down to your Toyota ad, your Pepsi ad, all the advertisements you can think of. They're all a form of propaganda. Now, when I saw this called Civil War, you know, I'm thinking, oh snap, is this Captain America Civil War?
Are you being serious? Is he being serious?
No, that's not what I was thinking. I was thinking, oh, let's see what we got here. Then I noticed it was produced by A24. A24 has been putting out some quality productions. I've been supporting A24, especially most recent. Like this past year, a lot of things have been coming out that have been high value as far as what A24 is putting out. So made me curious, made me want to see what they're talking about as far as this war happening on American soil. And I know that does freak people out. Just to think of, you know, in the near future of this possibility that these things could come to fruition, right? And that's where the whole propaganda comes in.
It's a conspiracy.
Does this make it a conspiracy? You know, it really just depends on what the movie is trying to convey and how it tries to convey it to us as the viewer. Now, if a movie's trying to push just in a blanket awareness, I don't know if I would consider calling that propaganda, except for the fact that it wants people to understand one possibility. So let's just get into the trailer and see what it's talking about. All right, let's do this.
19 states have seceded.
The United States Army ramps up activity.
The White House issued warnings to the Western forces as well as the Florida Alliance.
The three-term president assures the uprising will be dealt with swiftly.
Let me know if you want to try anything.
Interesting.
Are you guys aware there's like a pretty huge civil war going on all across America?
We just try to stay out with what we see on the news.
You know, and that gives me like a Leave the World Behind vibe. Sure, no clue what's going on. Oh.
Citizens of America.
So the 2 stars mean that there's only 2 states here? I mean, from what the background's calling, we'll get into it.
The so-called Western forces of Texas and California have suffered a very great defeat at the hands of the United States military.
Mr. President, do you regret the use of airstrikes against American citizens?
They're moving to D.C. today.
We need to go down there.
They shoot journalists on sight in the Capitol. Every instinct in me says this is death. Flooded.
Every time I survived the war zone, I thought I was sending a warning home. Don't do this. But here we are.
There's some kind of misunderstanding here. What? You're American, okay? Okay. What kind of American are you?
Oh.
You don't know?
Yo, he's just creepy in
Western
general.
forces will reach the White House on July 4th.
Oh my God.
Get in the car! Get in the car!
Move, move, move!
You're gonna hang back.
I'm not hanging back.
One nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Go, 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 go!
God bless America.
No, I see, yo. And all right, so just off of first glance, I can see what people might be saying as far as propaganda, because this looks extra intense. Okay, it don't look like anything we've seen on film so far, just from the trailer, that really hits home as hard. And that's kind of where like the A24 production comes in, because they are the way that production company operates, it's like they hitting you with the real, you know, everything looks crisp, it's intense, like, you know, just all the shots, the cinematography, everything with it looks amazing. Like that last scene, right, where the chopper was over by the monument, shit was really chilling. So I could see why it might freak some people the hell out. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you don't really understand what you're looking at, or understand that it's still entertainment at the end of the day. Now, historically, has media been used to sway the mindsets of people in wars one way or the other? Yes.
I'm Colonel Foster. I'm going to be your guide for a short tour through the maze of communist propaganda. It's a strange, shadowy world of the doctored photograph, the misquotation, the insinuation, and the lie.
You see it all the time, you know what I mean? But people don't relate it because they just think, oh, this is just a movie, blah, blah, blah. No, specifically, you know, the government was in cahoots with the movie theaters through the studies of Edward Bernays, and, you know, who was the father of propaganda. You know, all of this has been implemented into society, and so now we're just reaping all, you know, so media, everything. Why do you think your news is all corrupt? It's all jacked up. So if you're still out here thinking that the news is where you're gonna get your information, it's not. I don't see the politics in it just yet. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to see when the initial film comes out. I want to take a quick look at this one scene from the trailer because I've seen it brought up in multiple forums, and I think it deserves my take and discussion specifically. And you know, it's done through Jesse Plemons, who's a great actor. He plays a real sadistic character, great sadistic character. And so let's just go over this real quick.
Kind of misunderstanding. There's some kind of misunderstanding here. What? Well, you're American, okay? Okay. What kind of American are you?
And that kind of hit home. You know what I'm saying? Because how are you supposed to answer that? They all look dumbfounded. He's asking them, okay, what kind of American are you? So, you know, before people start out with, this is a leftist agenda, this is something from the right. First of all, there is no left or right. Let's get that clear. In the big overarching view of society and life in general, there is no left, there is no right. There is no Democrat, there is no Republicans, it's all illusion. That's a whole other video, which I'm not even gonna bother to get into right now. But I'm just saying, just in general, this question is open-ended for everybody right now. You don't know where they're going with this or how this is going to be portrayed, because you don't know what they're going to say. You do see at the end here, like he's pointing his gun at him. You know what I mean? Here, you see that. But you don't know if this was before that. I mean, looks like somebody was already shot. I don't know if he was with their team or not, but you don't know. So we don't know specifically what's going to happen with this. Here's another thing, people thinking that, oh, this could never happen here. Oh yeah? Do you remember what happened in New Orleans when the flood happened? Do you remember? Because I ain't forgot them showing troops going door to door and whooping people's ass. They whooped this old lady's ass on the news because they went and asked her to go get her gun. She went and brought it to them as requested, and they still whooped her ass through, you know, put their forearm in her neck, threw her all on the ground. I ain't forgot that. Hopefully nobody forgets those type of things. Anything could happen. And that's what I said, as far as this, there's a multiverse of possibilities. Could this be one possible outcome? Sure. I do like the fact that these kind of films open a dialogue. You know what I mean? We don't want this to happen, you know, but the thing, like in the trailer where it said all empires fall, I mean, they're not wrong. Historically, these things happen. We're warring online all the time on social media, so what's the, you know what I mean? But this is really like, there's so much involved with this, and we don't know the full agenda of the movie yet. But what I say is, with all these films, all TV, everything, is take what you can get. You know, people try to say the same thing about Leave the World Behind. This is propaganda. I don't think so. I took the Leave the World Behind was, one, like a continuation of Mr. Robot, but also number two is that you take away that what are you going to do if, with the limited information that you're given, how are you going to behave? That's what I took from it. Yes, you can take negative from it. But that's what I took from it. And that's how I'm choosing to look at it. What's going to happen, or what will you do when presented with a situation? And you don't know. But to think about these things and kind of open your awareness is exactly what we need. You know what I mean? And just like with the guy who did, because the one who did Ex Machina did this, great portrayal of how AI could possibly influence our society so much that, you know, a person could sell their soul, or AI can get to the point. I mean, it's just a whole bunch of topics that really that movie brought to the forefront that could be addressed today and that are gonna come about soon as to how they should be handled. You know what I mean? Even Ray Kurzweil, a bunch of different futurists have already talked about this already, and how these type of topics should be handled. You know what I mean? Let's not wait till the last minute until it's dire straits. You know what I'm saying? Let's deal with it now. That's what I like. Let's keep an open dialogue. I love this discussion. It's great. I would love to hear your thoughts on the trailer. What do you think about the movie coming up? Do you feel, I mean, I could be all wrong. You might think that I'm propaganda. I don't know. But you could think this is all wrong. I don't know. Let's talk about it. Keep an open dialogue. Make it respectful, but let's keep it open dialogue. Let's talk about it. Because I would love to hear your specific point of view and adding value to the conversation. All right, but I appreciate you stopping by, hanging out, talking trash with me during this trailer. We're definitely going to do a review on this once it comes out. You already know I'm going to break that down. So look, I got more reactions, more reviews, more news, everything, discussions on the way. So make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. All right. So until next time, everybody, please, please, please be safe. And remember, always speak your truth. All right. I'm out.